Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys. Today's reading, we'll be taking a look at what miracle, big blessing you can expect in the next while. So what miracle is coming in for you guys, beautiful viewer? Let's take a look at the 3 options to choose from today's pick a card. Now keep in mind, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you stumble across this video, the message was meant to find you. So we have 3 options to choose from today. Option number 1, 2, and 3. If you are energetically pulled to any of these cards, you can select from the timestamp down below. It'll take you directly to your pick. For those of you guys needing more guidance, we will flip these over and then you can select whichever card you are drawn to. Now, please use your intuition to feel, see, or hear anything that will confirm to you that this message, this big blessing that you can expect coming into your life is meant for you. All right. So option number 1, you have Peter Pan here, which is the Chariot in the traditional tarot. Option number 2, we have the Child of Swords, which is the equivalent of the Page of Swords in the tarot. Looks like the story of Pinocchio. This is the Fairy Tale Tarot from the Inner Child Tarot pack. Absolutely beautiful. And option number 3, we have the 6 of Hearts, which is the equivalent of the 6 of Cups in the traditional tarot. A bunch of mermaids. All right, so let the video run for a bit if you're needing more time to select your pile. And if you are drawn to multiple piles, just means there's multiple messages, multiple blessings here for you. Just take whatever is resonating for you, and I will see you guys at your pick. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. You picked Peter Pan, which is the Chariot in the traditional tarot. Absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look at what sort of blessing and miracle that you can expect coming in the next while for you, beautiful pile number 1. So I pre-shuffled the oracle cards. I've not looked at them. We will reveal them together. Feel free to pause the video, zoom in on the cards, and again, use your intuition to see, feel, hear anything that will confirm to you that indeed this is your message from spirit. All right, so let's keep going. We have the Angel of Balance with the number 48 or the number 12. We have the Angel of Love with 49 or the number 13. 48, 49, interesting. Got 2 angels side by side, a blue and a pink. And then we have Carrying Connections, number 14, or the number 5. All right, we have Think New, See Fresh. We have Doorways with the number 11. We have Travel, number 34, or the number 7. 7, we're getting that Chariot number again. Lots of 4s, 34, 48, 49, 14. We have the number 18 or the number 9 with Eyes of the Eagle, rising above the fray. We have Earth's Heart, 52, or the number 7 coming out again. So 7 coming out 3 times. 777 could be significant. And we have Spirit of Gratitude with 43. 7 coming out again. Wow. So I think we have, what, 4 sevens here. 7th house is all about relationships, marriage, contracts, business partners, sharing, spirit of gratitude. All right. And we have 48 coming out for a second time. Wow, lots of synchronicities in this. A burst of magic with the lotus flower. A burst of magic. All right, pink flowers could be significant. Got 2 side by side here. Oh, and we have this pink rose as well. You guys might like the color pink. More pink flowers. All right, and more pink flowers. Inner child. Interesting. We use the Inner Child Fairy Tale Tarot. This says, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Coming out of a lotus flower. Okay. Let's pull some tarot. I will pull 2 cards. Spirit, thank you so much for this message, this miracle, this big blessing for pile 1. Can I get some more information kindly for pile number 1? Please protect me and pile number 1 as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of the viewer. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed. Thank you so much. All right, so we have the High Priestess and we have the Queen of Wands. Wow, powerful indeed. So some of you guys might be resonating with fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Pisces. Let us get into your reading. Just give me a minute to pick up the energy. Beautiful pile number 1, big blessing. Well, I think you're going to surprise yourself. I really feel you are going to find something within yourself that turns your ship around in a direction that I think you might not have suspected you could or would find your ability to. And I feel like it is in regards to movement and being able to work with something here that I think you've been wanting to move forward, wanting to engage with, or wanting to be successful, but not knowing how to get there. I feel like it almost seemed like there was a lot that you would have to kind of uncover or go through or sort out and resolve and find it within yourself to make something happen. I feel like there's a part of you that's struggled deeply in the past or has held on to difficulties that haven't allowed you to fully either do what it is that you want to express or move towards what it is you want to do. You feel a little restricted. And I feel like what Spirit is saying here for your miracle that you can expect is there's potential travel, if not travel as in going, from city to city or moving from home to home. It could certainly be where you're stationed right now in life and moving completely out of that sort of phase energy of, I feel like it almost seemed like an imbalance or a disconnect from where you wanted to be in life and what was around you. This could be, again, people you live with, your home situation, maybe your relationships, maybe your work, whatever was not kind of working here. I feel like you've been stuck in it for some time. So there is movement here, and there's an opportunity that's going to just kind of show up, and you have the ability, and not only do you have the ability, this is put in front of you in order for you to make a change here, a huge change in your life. I see like a complete 180 of a new world that I don't feel like you're expecting. I feel like your environment has been quite a struggle, has been tough, you've learned a lot, but has made you kind of almost cynical in a way of knowing that more is coming, or that you could potentially get more or be surrounded by more love, more acceptance, more understanding. Yeah, I feel like this is you going home. This feels like home to me. Um, a lot of compassion, a lot of safety, a lot of balance, a lot of you really feeling spiritually connected and heart connected to what this is. And I think everything else that doesn't matter kind of just falls completely away. And I think you're almost in disbelief, because I feel like you wake up seeing everything around you completely different than you have in the past. And it brings up this new energy, this new life within you. And it also brings out a side of you that I don't think you were able to see or engage with within yourself, because of the comfort, because you feel safe. Yeah, I feel like whatever was keeping you from home, whatever circumstances felt heavy and felt mundane, felt like it wasn't aligned with you, that's all going away. And I don't know exactly how it's going to fall away. I think you just get an opportunity to enter this like new world of movement here, that again, this is like a miracle. It's almost like it just appears as an opportunity in front of you. And I don't see you hesitate. I see you taking this. And for some of you guys, if you are planning a trip abroad, this is going to be life changing. I do see travel here for a lot of you guys, but like I said, if it's not from city to city or town to town or to another country, it could certainly be just moving from home to home or moving from a work location to another. But I do feel this movement signifies you coming out of a place of challenge and feeling like what was around you was the best there could be, or that you had to engage with energies that I feel weren't allowing you to bloom, weren't allowing you to be the greatest, best version of yourself. I feel it wasn't fostering you and bringing in this balance. So the people around you, I feel here with this caring connections, I feel are very supportive of your growth. Some of you guys might be in contact with a partner here. Okay, like a loving partner that allows you to bring some sort of balance in your life. There's some energy that I feel you are done with, that you've outgrown, that is no longer supportive of you and your growth. And I feel like you're maybe, I don't know, for some time, I feel it's been some time where you feel like maybe you were not able to find the right way to move forward or find a balance between yourself physically, spiritually, mentally, to pull out of something here. But I feel like everything comes together here with the angel of balance, and this chariot's talking about us getting aligned with the divine plan and being successful and able to use our willpower and be connected to spirit in a way that pulls us through a situation victorious, being balanced enough. And I feel like there's been a lot of situations in the past that have potentially caused you to feel covered, guarded, trying to protect yourself from maybe experiencing loss or sadness that might have felt like a block, or might have felt like a limitation. And I feel like any sort of limitations that you had are removed, and I feel like once you walk through that door, that miracle that comes through here is an opportunity. She'll pull a bit more to see what this could be. I think you start to see yourself differently as well, and I feel like you go from feeling unempowered to empowered, from out of balance to balance, from not able to able. And I feel like there is a great sense of gratitude here to the divine for allowing an opportunity to present itself. And I do feel there are people involved here, like your soul tribe people, a person, a situation here that allows this to flow in a way. Let's see if we could see some more. Let's see if we could see some more. I feel like there is a deep connection here also to spirit, like very much I don't know, like you're strengthening your connection to spirit so much. Let's ask, what is this doorway, blessing, opportunity? We have temperance, which is this angel of balance. Temperance is all about balance. It's all about healing. So if we had inner child situations that didn't allow us to be confident or didn't allow us to accept blessings or miracles, I feel like this is healed. And look at, very interesting, this bird is very similar. I mean, this is a parrot, this is an eagle, but very similar in that its profile here. Birds are communication. Fact that we have the eye again, like you're seeing something differently, you have a new perspective, think new, see fresh. It's like changes how you perceive yourself, perceive your life. It's like this fresh energy. Let's see, can we see some more spirit about what is this doorway? What is this blessing? We have strength. Yeah, this courage within you. We saw the Queen of Wands, more Leo energy, another flower. Flowers all about blooming. I think you guys are blooming. Spirit, can we please kindly get some more about this miracle? We have the Two of Wands. It's like you're on your path to what you're supposed to be doing, your dharma. You're now following a path here. And I feel like you make that decision. I think you guys already know about this, but I feel what the blessing is that the door opens and you walk through. Well, that's what I feel. I feel like you've been hovering, knowing about a decision or knowing which way you could go. Maybe many options, many doors, many sitting indecisive, many decisions you could make, many possibilities. Maybe you felt like you're stuck sort of in purgatory or in some sort of no man's land, almost like a bad dream I feel here, but there's something really destined about where you're headed and which door you pick, because I feel like you're walking through something here that I feel you didn't feel like you had it in you. Like strength's all about finding our courage, facing our fears. It's about willpower. The Chariot is working with the divine here and with our willpower in order to stay balanced, to find the courage, the strength, and the healing to choose our greatest path. The Magician, yeah, you're manifesting this is something you're bringing towards you. The Queen of Wands is a master manifester. Magician is all about manifestation. I think you've been manifesting this greatness for some time. Interesting, we have the infinity symbol here, which is present in the strength card in all the tarot decks. So it's like you, out of your greatest fear, potentially, because we have the inner child here, something that maybe you feared greatly or experienced as something that you were incapable of doing or deciding for yourself. I feel like you face this, you manifest this, you find the courage here. And I see the Ace of Cups, which is all about self-love. It's emotional new beginning. So I do feel with the Angel of Love here, there is great love, and you manifest this movement towards this. Look, Star, wishes coming true, your biggest hope and desires. I think you've been manifesting a hope, a wish, and a desire, and maybe feeling incapable of moving towards it, or balanced enough to engage, or I feel like it's right in front of you. Like you're going to make this choice and you walk through that door and everything turns around. Look, Judgment. Yeah, this is again this eye that we were seeing. This is seeing new and thinking new. And I feel like with the inner child coming through as shitty experiences potentially in the past that have made you sit in an energy, you're now able to honestly review where you're at, who you're at, what you want, and decide which way you want to move forward based on an authentic judgment here. And with the Earth's Quartz, like what matters to you now becomes important. Yeah, like the Four of Cups. This is the energy I feel you've been sitting in. It's like an energy of it's an energy of feeling like the best could not be out there for you, or you just didn't feel like you were capable, or I think your energy was just shot down from an experience. So there was disinterest, there was not even looking at it, not walking through the door, passing up on a cup here, a cup of love, a cup of opportunity for you to engage with your soul tribe, a new exploration, excitement. And it's interesting because I feel like with the Four of Cups, traditionally you have the cup being offered and extended, and someone is more focused on what's not working, or kind of in a lower vibe energy that they don't take the cup. I feel like you take the cup. Okay, I feel you manifested taking the cup here by connecting to a part of yourself that I feel is your core truth, who you truly are. So let's get a little bit more advice and see if we can see a little more details here on what this miracle is about for you guys. Beautiful energy. Spirit, for pile one, what is this miracle about? Can we get any further clarity, any advice? How does pile one know? So we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, it's like the energy that you're in, like right now, you've probably been slowly trying to move away from this, but I feel like the door just opens, because this is about moving on to calmer waters. This is from going from a place of struggle and strife and a Five of Swords to something that is calm, something that is peaceful, something that is a lot better and more in line with you, finding balance, from the Four of Cups. Knight of Wands, forward movement. You're moving away from dissatisfaction, you're moving away from unpleasantries, you're moving away from Maybe situations where you didn't feel love. Like, I feel like you didn't feel love. Yeah, you didn't feel love. Maybe you felt rejected. Maybe you felt exiled or ignored. I'm getting a huge feeling here of you feeling ignored and feeling exiled. Look at that. The Ace of Cups, what you're manifesting. We need no more cards here. Spirit is saying you're having an emotional new beginning when it comes to love, which I do feel like it could be people, it could be a specific person, but this is new love because it's love of self. It's like a new way you find to love yourself that I don't feel you have. Like in this way, in this capacity, in this depth of true love of self, of a new emotional love of self. Healing anything that's kept you stuck, healing any part of you that felt you didn't deserve the greatest love of all for yourself. Because I feel like whatever situation you are in was one that might have felt rejecting, one that might have felt mentally draining, one that might have not felt like it connected with you, one where you might have felt like your spirit and your body and your mind were kind of at odds, or just something about it didn't feel like it meshed. I feel like you're going home, pile one, and if home means it's in another part of the world, then that's where you're going. Expect that to fall in your lap. However it does, you have the opportunity to do so, and I think it comes very, very quickly. The Six of Swords means you've been trying to work on this very slowly. I think you've been trying to move away, pull yourself out of this, but the miracle here is that the opportunity just appears, the door opens, you have that opportunity to get on that plane, to move to that town, that house, that whatever it is, or engage with someone's a soul family. There's definitely an opportunity here, and I believe that the minute you do this, which I feel takes an energy here that I feel like you didn't feel you had in you, or thought you had in you, because you have been let down in the past. But I feel like the minute you accept this, I feel like the journey is on, like the self-love, the growth, the ability for you to grow as an individual is takes a life of its own. It's absolutely beautiful. I feel you're coming home. Pile number one, this is a beautiful reading. I will leave this here. Let me know if this resonated, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, pile number two. You picked the Child of Swords with the Pinocchio card. Beautiful. So I will ask that you use your intuition to what you're going to feel, see, or hear today. That will confirm to you this is your message. Now we're looking, and we've asked Spirit, when I shuffle the oracle cards here, for what miracle can you expect? What's this next big blessing for you guys? Let's see. What miracle can you expect? We have man holding a coin, number 43, or the number 7. Lots of 7s coming out for pile 1. You might have been drawn to as well. 51 with Healer of the Ages, or the number 6. We have Call Upon Angels. Wow. We have Clouds with number 8, and 3 birds. Doves. Doves is all about peace. Mind, body, spirit, peace. 8 is the Strength card in the tarot. We have 23, or the number 5, Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. And we have the Void, 42, or the number 6 coming out again with the Void. We have number 9, the Rose's Kiss. Ladybug. Fortune's Wheel with luck. Ladybug's all about luck and fortune. We have Waking the Lion. Wow, very powerful. Number 19, or the number 10. This is a beautiful card. In fact, this made me buy this deck because I thought this card was absolutely spectacular. Waking the Lion. And the lion is also represented in the Strength card in the tarot. Okay, and then we have Your Path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So I do want to read the Rose's Kiss here. This is a new deck for me, and I think we might read something here that might be helpful with the Rose's Kiss. Let's see. So we have number 9. Okay, it says, joy, experiencing pleasure, deep satisfaction, and enjoyment, desires, acknowledge. 5, sensory reality. Take a deep breath and center on the feeling of joy. Can you allow your senses to awaken and connect with your innate desire to experience all life has to offer? Pleasure is part of life. Let yourself surrender to it today. Our modern times often present a false ideal of how we are meant to experience the world. Connections are lost and distorted by our over-reliance on technology. Just look around and see how few people actually maintain eye contact or engage in conversation. Instead of tapping away at the screen, pause and consider how you can make more intimate contact, connecting with nature, enjoying the sensual pleasures of sex, or being aware of the sensations of taste, touch, smell, sight, and sound may be important right now. How do your sheets feel? Can you reach out and feel the heat and softness of your companion, animal nested beside you? Be present to another person, see them, and let yourself be seen. Your 5 senses are aching to be engaged right now. This is an invitation to get out of your head and into your body. You may be a spiritual and intelligent being, but right now the emphasis should be on having a sensory experience. This is a sacred part of this gift of life. By being present to the sensual world, you invite an even deeper spiritual experience. Amazing, isn't it? Perhaps it really is time to stop and kiss the roses. I think I read this one the other day and I completely forgot. But that would make sense with the mind, body, and spirit here, because I feel like maybe you've been in your mind, or maybe you've been disconnected here, I feel, from reality for a little bit. So let's see. I'm going to pull a little bit more tarot here and see what we get for your miracle. What is the miracle here for pile number 2? What is this major blessing? We have the 6 of Wands. Sorry, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. This major blessing, spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. Please protect me as I channel this message, and pile number 2 as well. We have the 2 of Wands. We have the Page of Coins. I do feel one more here. And thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy. We have the Lovers. Okay. Pile 2. Pile 2. There is something about needing to decide and being kind of maybe stuck in some sort of, I don't know, stuck in some sort of decision here, or maybe being on guard, or maybe a little defensive, or maybe, I don't know. There's an energy, I feel, that doesn't sit right with you, or hasn't been sitting right with you. And I think it's your old self. I feel like there's part of yourself that you might have been in an energy here that I don't think you might even be all that proud of. And through this past experience, I feel like there's been a lot of growth. I feel like you have learned something. Yeah, I think you learned something valuable here. There's something coming through with the Page of Coins, this man holding a coin, the fact that we need to be present. It's like something's needing to take place and manifest in this world. And maybe you've been a little bit not taking life so seriously, maybe. I don't know. There's an energy here of being engaged in things that don't maybe amount to something tangible, or that haven't brought a haven't brought substance to your life, is kind of what I feel. And maybe it was your safe zone. It's like how you were engaged was your safe zone. You didn't have to build anything, or you didn't have to show up, or you might have had a pre-existing sort of world around you that didn't require you to have to build something. And maybe you felt lost for quite some time, or not quite sure what you were supposed to build, or where you were supposed to go. Or so the miracle here, I feel like the miracle here is that your path, your destined path, where you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be investing in, what you're supposed to be creating physically in this world, is your miracle, your blessing coming in. And I feel it awakens you. It awakens a part of you that I think has been sleeping. And it awakens a truth within you. And it also awakens a fire for you to want to invest, for you to want to fight for you to want to move towards. I feel like the choice is put in front of you. And you know that this is your calling, and you know that this is your path. And I feel like it's your life calling. I feel like it brings healing to the world. I feel like there's something that comes with you choosing this destined path that allows you to heal the world. People of this world, bring healing to the world, bring peace to the world. Pile number 2, like you have a calling here that lights the spark within you that's been dormant. And you guys might literally have hands that heal others. Your ability to connect with others. Your ability to see others. I feel like you actually go into a world of being very present with others and bring healing. I think you're coming from a place of feeling maybe lost and confused and not knowing your purpose, and then suddenly I feel like there is this, it's almost like a spark. It's almost like you then understand and see exactly your pathway. It's like illuminated for you. And it might be from an experience that you have that might be one too many in a way that you're not enjoying anymore, because it, I don't know, I just feel like you're engaged in maybe it just doesn't feel like you know, like you're having to engage in situations that just feel fake for you, don't feel like they have substance. I feel like you definitely come in with this sort of angelic presence of healing, and it's like a complete different energy than what you were encompassing. And once you're awake, like this waking the lion, I feel like there is this great strength and courage about you to fight towards everything that you believe to be true, and with the ladybug and this luck, like I just feel like everything opens up for you. Like there's no obstacles. This is like meant to be, like you'll know, like the path is just illuminated and you walk through this without struggle, without battle, and have this like clear understanding that this is what you're supposed to be doing. And it brings this peace, it brings this healing. So let's see if we could see some more about this. This is very interesting energy. It's almost like I'm seeing a glimpse of where you're coming from and where you're going to. So let's see, can we get some more? Yeah, it's like this spark of light. Like you start to see, I don't know if you guys can see that, the tip of his nose, like there's a light there shining, and this candle, I feel like there's some sort of spark here that ignites. There's some sort of light you see that wakes you up, and this path gets illuminated. It opens your heart space. Spirit, can we get some more? Can we clarify this message for beautiful pile number 2? What is this miracle, big blessing pile number 2 can expect? What is this about? Thank you so much, Spirit. Some more information, some clarity around this blessing. It's my email. 9 of Wands. 7 of Swords. Sorry, 6 of Swords. The Cease to Swords. It's the 6 of Swords. 9 of Wands. 6 of Swords. The 2 of Wands coming out again. And the Queen of Swords. Oh, I do feel one more. The 2 of Cups. We had the Lovers, and now we have the 2 of Cups. Well, you guys, some of you guys definitely could be balancing out energies here in your heart space that I feel is imbalanced. I feel there is a certain energy right now, and it's kind of, it doesn't feel very good. And if this pile is resonating for you, then you'll know what energy you're kind of sitting in or have been. There's a moving away from that. I feel like it's slowly tore down a piece of you, or your authenticity, or who you are, or you started to believe you were someone that you weren't, or just engaged in things that weren't you. It didn't feel like you, and you felt like it just took pieces of you. I feel you're definitely moving away from that. And having the 2 of Wands coming up twice, you decide to take that path which is your destiny with the Lovers. You choose the destined path here for you. You get very certain, very clear, very concise, and I feel like you have the information, everything you're needing to choose this in a very clear, concise way. And you could certainly have a partner, because we were seeing, again, Lovers, 2 of Cups is, you know, our destined partner. So you could certainly have a partner here who sees your vision, or supports your vision, or allows you to, and I say allow, but allows you to be your authentic self in an environment here that encourages you, I feel, and gives you support here to run with your purpose. I feel like there's a very clear, certain purpose you're going through, and I don't feel you are alone. I do feel like there's kind of a partner here beside you, but I feel like you're kind of running the main objective here with support. Yeah, I feel like there is support here from another for you as you bring healing to the world. It is beautiful. You make something happen. I feel you make things happen here for people as well. I want to see if I could pull some more about what that could be. Yeah, let's see if we could see some more of what that could be. Now, some of you guys could be resonating with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So we're seeing that Queen of Swords energy. Let's see, what is this healing energy? What is this gift, this healing energy for pile 2? What is this blessing, this miracle that pile 2 has coming into their life? What is this? Thank you, Spirit. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 8 of Cups. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. So interesting, because we saw the man holding a coin, then we saw the Page of Coins, now we're seeing the 5 of Coins. Like, I feel like there's people who feel really stuck. They feel down and out. They feel like whatever circumstance or situation you're engaged with here that's making you feel, because for everyone it's different. I don't know, like maybe you're engaged with like the wrong crowd or doing things that I like I was saying at the beginning of this reading, like I feel like you're not so proud of. Maybe, I don't know, like only you know, there's so many things here. But I feel like you come in to assist people in figuring out a better way, maybe not to drink, not to steal, not to, I don't know, there's something about you providing knowledge, practical know-how, allowing people to understand there's a better way for them to love themselves and to get what they want from themselves, where they feel stuck, where they feel there's no way, where they don't know how to find their own path. Yeah, this is really powerful stuff. It's like people that need their heart space open to find the greatest version of their own self and to put an end to any sort of engaging activities that don't allow them to grow. So maybe you work with youth, maybe you work with people who feel hopeless or helpless, and engage with your stories and be present with these people, allowing them to wake up and see the truth of who they are. I feel like you not only see your path, your calling, but you also illuminate the path for other people. You make it possible for them to see the reality in their own world of something that I don't think they see a future. I don't think they see a reality in their life or could see a vision. And I feel this brings peace on earth. Whatever you're doing here brings peace on earth, and people find their courage to step in onto that path. I feel like you have courage speaking about what you've experienced, and you find this great strength to run with this, but I feel like it's so natural for you. And I am getting, for a lot of you guys, if you're not quite sure all what it is, I know you've been praying maybe about your existing circumstance. Maybe you feel right now stuck. And you might feel stuck in whatever it is you're going to be helping people out of. Maybe you feel broke. Maybe you feel lonely and tired and addicted or dejected or not the greatest version of yourself, or like you've been living a lie or not doing what you're supposed to be doing and wasting time. This is going away. Pile number 2, I think you're coming into your own. And I also feel like whatever this journey is, it brings you great wealth, because I feel it brings healing to you, to your soul, but it also brings financial wealth, because I feel this is how you're going to make your living. It brings abundance towards you and the good karma, and it balances out energies where you might have been, I don't know, doing things that, like I said, you're not so proud of. You know, maybe you hurt other people, or maybe you've stole from other people, or have done things here that you wish you didn't do or could have done better. Wow, this is a big turnaround for you guys. Pile number 2. This is what I have. So sorry, I'm getting choked up. This is quite the turnaround. I'm very proud of you guys, and maybe you don't see this right now, but hold the vision and keep praying for the vision to come, you know, because it is coming. This is a miracle. All right, pile number 2. I love you guys very much, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. You picked the 6 of Hearts, which is the 6 of Cups with all the mermaids here. Let's take a look at your reading. So we're looking at what sort of major blessing or miracle can you expect in your life. Now, I pre-shuffle these oracles. I've not looked at them. We'll look at them together. I do ask that you use your intuition to come up with what you're going to see, feel, or hear that will indeed confirm to you that this is your reading. All right. So we have patience with the number 16 or the number 7. We have one small change. Feel free to pause the video if you are looking at images here so that you can confirm this is your message once they're all out. We have number 4 with the bag of marbles. Oh, okay. And we have spirit guides, number 30. We have crown games, right use of power, number 8. Wow. We have Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future, number 12, or the number 3. We have Vinegar, 34, or number 7 again. We had 7 coming out here. Look, 34. 34, interesting, synchronistic. We have number 8 coming out again. 8 is the strength card in the tarot. We have Into Me I See. Intimacy. Okay. We have the Uncharted Sea, number 46, or the number 10. And the compass at the bottom here, and a stork. And the Uncharted Sea. We have acceptance. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. We'll pull some tarot. Just move these over. All right, let's ask Spirit, what is this miracle for pile number 3? What is this big blessing the miracle pile number 3 can expect for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3? Spirits, please protect me in pile 3 as I channel this message. Thank you so much. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy. I am truly blessed and grateful. Thank you so much. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace de Bitcoin. Wow, 2 aces. We have the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh, I am tempted just to pull one more, see if we can get the Ace of Swords, but just one more. We have the Queen of Pentacles, your energy coming out. So you guys might be resonating with Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, security, stability. What do we have? Well, 3 aces, you guys, new beginning. And this is pretty much in all areas. The only one we were missing was the Ace of Swords, which is the Ace of Truth, the Ace of Clarity, the Ace of seeing clear, communicating clear, uncovering a truth. So let's see. I'm going to pick up the energy and see what comes through here for your miracle. But I do want to read this bag of marbles because I'm not sure how this fits in so much, and there might be a message here that might lead us more information. So interesting that we have the 4, and then we have the 4 of Pentacles, and 4 is all about stability. The 4th house is all about home, family, roots, self-care, children, femininity, women. So let's see, bag of marbles. Oh, look at how interesting this picture's not the same. This says 1, this says 4. I found this deck to be a little odd, to be honest with you guys, but look, I mean, I find that weird. Why would the picture not match? And it says 1 here, and here it says 4. This is very weird. Okay, maybe you're confused by something that appeared some way, and it was something else. Okay, you have received this card as a sign from the universe that you need to relax and focus on the smaller details in your life. At times, life can be overwhelming with its fast pace. Do you ever feel stressed, disorganized, forgetful, scattered, or unprepared? This is a sign the universe is letting you know you need to slow down and recenter your thoughts and emotions in order to calm your soul. This card represents you being scattered and that you may feel you are losing your marbles. It could be indicating it is time to focus. You are trying to do too many things at once and are distracted. You need to ground yourself to regain your clarity. You or a family member are having memory issues. This card can also represent a loved one in spirit who may have suffered from a memory loss, issues such as dementia or Alzheimer's. If this card comes up during a reading connected to a loved one in spirit, it can be a sign from them that they have healed since passing over to the spirit world. Oh my goodness. And have their memory marbles back. Okay, this might, honestly, because this is the only card that didn't fit, this might be a message for me. My mother passed away from dementia, actually. So this is an interesting message here. The universe can sometimes show me this psychic symbol via a bag of marbles with a hole in it, where the marbles are dropping out one by one. This symbol is a message that you need to focus and pay attention to the challenges that you are currently experiencing in your life to regain your clarity. So, Ace of Swords missing, clarity needed. I don't know that you're all that scattered, but I think that message was certainly for me. That's how my mother had passed away, from dementia. So if it's a sign that she got her mind back, which there was no doubt in my mind about it. But let's get back to your reading. Spirit guides, vinegar. Okay, so I do feel, though, there is something that might have been making you feel a little bit loopy or losing your mind here, because vinegar's here, and I feel like it's something that could have been good, but it ended up being bad in some way, okay? Because vinegar has that tendency to, if you have too much of it, it could spoil the broth or the main thing, right? And it just left you feeling not the same. So I feel like you have an energy right now, and I feel like it's pretty solid energy. And it might be one that you're fixated on in a way. And I do feel like there's something here about needing to get more certain and clear. But let's see what your miracle is. 6 of Cups and patience. Right use of power. Protecting the future. And to me, I see the uncharted sea. Spirit guides, one small change. Okay, that's what we needed here. Acceptance. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Okay, very clear message now. It all came to me. So you guys have one thing, and everything is going to fall into place. And what this is you getting very clear in what it is that you want, very certain, and communicating what that is to yourself or to whatever. That's it. Because I feel like you experienced something that left you feeling a little guarded. You're a little stuck. You're a little fixated on now being very protected. And I feel like you're in a protected stance. You're in kind of like this guarded stance. I don't feel like you're like really, really defensive and guarded in a way that won't allow for there to be flow, because I don't think you see it. But I think what Spirit is saying here is the minute the ice melts, or like you're right around the time where whatever you experienced that made you feel the way you felt kind of settles in a way, you then start to see very clear. You see the situation for what it is or what it was. And the fact that you were very, very patient here, because I feel there was a patience about you in staying true to yourself, that I feel like you shift your focus now on what is the best thing for yourself for the future, for your own sense of stability, for your own growth, for your own self, really. And I feel like the minute you have that that clarity, I feel like everything kind of falls into place here. And when I'm saying everything falling into place, I feel like the direction you're going is this brand new beginning. Your whole world kind of changes. It changes in every way possible here with all of these aces in every aspect. Emotional new beginning, practical new beginning. I feel like there's a new passion and an excitement about chasing what you want, but I do feel like there is this new sea to explore here that you're now ready to venture. Right now, I feel like it's a pause period because I feel like you're still understanding something that has happened and getting kind of clear. Like right now, this is a spiritual transition for you guys. You guys are spiritually, energetically working on self. And this is kind of like the final chapter. And your spirit guides are here and they know this. So you haven't been alone. I feel like there is this this higher power energy that is bringing you into this new chapter. But I feel like there is a need here to be patient, because I feel like where you're going is where you're meant to be with this Six of Hearts. This is, again, a coming home. And it's interesting, we had that message for pile 1 about coming home. I feel like you're coming home. The Six of Cups is that soulmate energy, that coming back to our soul tribe, coming back to our comfort of people, places we trust and we know of, because it is touching our soul. It makes us feel safe. And I think for a while, maybe you haven't felt safe. Maybe you've been experiencing something that made you feel like it rocked your world. It maybe made you feel like you were going crazy. You know, it felt out of control. And so I feel like you've been working on trying to gain control. But I feel like you're now in a sort of an energy of, now that I have control, again, an illusion, but, you know, control for the most part of your own life, of how you're kind of wanting your stability to go. And now I feel like there's a little bit of a hesitancy here in, and it might not even be a hesitancy, but it's more of an unclear vision of where are you headed, you know, what it is that you want, seeing clearly for the future, because I feel like you're still sorting through and healing through something that's been painful, healing through and sorting through something that didn't leave you feeling great, that made you feel confused, that made you feel like, yeah, like you didn't have a good sense of balance. So this period of time, I don't know how long it takes, but I feel like you've been fairly patient. And for some of you guys who feel like you're kind of coming out of this state, I feel like there is a need for you to accept things as they are in order to allow things to flow. And as things flow, you start to get more clear with that Ace of Swords, okay, that we're not seeing here. I feel like then we start getting very pointed in our direction. Then we start to walk towards our truth, and everything starts to flow in every aspect of your life. And it brings this stability that I feel you were wanting in your life, but you're not having to cling to it in a way. You're not having to chase it. You're not having to sacrifice something in order to maintain a level of security or stability. I feel this comes naturally. This comes to you. Let's see some more tarot here and see if we can get a little bit more. Spirit, can we get just a little bit more information, some clarity here for pile 3? What is this miracle, this big blessing for pile 3? What is this miracle? Yeah, like the miracle of coming home is one that I think you're not expecting to have that sort of I don't think you're expecting things to click as naturally as they do. Look, six is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups coming out again, you guys. I don't know, like that's soulmate energy. That's coming back home is all I can keep saying and seeing, and it keeps reaffirming itself. So, or reaffirming itself. Spirit, can we get more information for pile 3? What is this miracle? Page of Swords. There's that sword. Yeah, it's like you got to get clear. I think there's more questions you're asking. I think you're still kind of processing some sort of mind fuck here, okay? And maybe it's left you feeling a little bit... Yeah, you need to find direction right now. And that's what the Ace of Swords is about. You're finding direction, okay? I think you know you're finding direction. And that's the last piece, is like finding direction. And the way we go about that is we're very curious. We ask a lot of questions. It's like, okay, so who are my soul people? Where is my soul tribe? Is this my soulmate? Like, there's something about you asking yourself how to get to where it is that you're supposed to be going. Now we see the King of Coins. So we saw the Queen and the King of Coins. That's the counterpart here to the Queen of Coins. Stability, commitment, building a future, a solid, stable future. Page of Coins. So this is the opportunity to start, plant a seed in a practical way to build onto a more practical, solid, long-term game plan. I'm going to pull one card in the middle here. 2 pages is communication. This is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Look, and more swords, Knight of Swords. I think you guys are going to have some sort of communication. There is some sort of communication here that opens up. Like if you guys are in some sort of separation here from home, distant from maybe a soulmate here, I feel like there's a communication that opens up an opportunity. It might be a reconciliation of sorts. I feel like there is an opportunity to build on a future potential here with somebody, but I feel like it needs to get clear. This conversation needs to happen in a clear, concise way. There needs to be a clear direction here for you, because I feel like everything else feels pretty in line for you. It's just the clarity of where you're going and having this conversation and the certainty, and it could very well be with your soulmate or somebody who you could build a secure foundation with. And maybe this is just you understanding what you want in a partner here that's going to give you stability for the long term, and knowing which direction you're supposed to be going will allow this to flow, will allow this to happen. Okay, so if you don't have someone right now, I feel like that is coming in once you turn and allow things to flow, because I feel like there's a stuckness here, and that stuckness is just you needing to get clear. And this, for a lot of you guys, resonating with someone who you feel might be your soulmate, or you've already met your soul person or tribe, or you're still unsure, or there's a communication that needs to happen. There's some sort of confrontation about maybe something's happened in the past, maybe something's left you a little confused. Now know that you are protected here, and that you are getting downloads here towards clarity. But I feel like that with these 2 cards, what I'm getting is you opening your hands and being accepting of what's coming, whatever information is coming, not trying to control it, not trying to do whatever here. I feel like there's a need to accept whatever comes and deal with it in a way that allows things to flow. And it might not make sense, and it might seem out of control, and maybe that makes you feel out of control in some way. I'm going to get final words here, but I do feel like that is what Spirit is kind of saying here. Right use of power. I do feel like you're sitting in an upper hand position here of your higher self and where you're supposed to go. But I feel like the main part is a little bit skewed or missing, and that's the direction. All right, so the direction's coming. That's your miracle here. 10 of Cups. Look, your miracle is coming. Your 10 of Cups, your star, your wish, your hope, your desire, and it's been nothing but a burden here. 10 of Wands. So you've been patient. Maybe you've been trying to work with someone who you think's your soulmate. Maybe you've been released whatever soulmate person you thought you had here because you were confused. And so you're trying to put yourself together. But what I feel here is that your direction is coming. Okay, your spirit guides are working with you. Have patience here, because I feel like you might have had to carry something very heavy for a very long time, and all you most likely wanted was your wish, your star, your desire, your hopes, your 10 of Cups, your future potential to be satisfied. And I think you're figuring it out. I really do. And I think you're looking long-term here with protecting the future. And you're not wanting to invest in the wrong areas here with right use of power. You're no longer wanting to spend time navigating wrong seas or get lost in your mind. I feel like you want to, like, look at, here's the star and here's the stork. Okay, so some of you guys, this miracle blessing could certainly be with the 6 of Cups. That's reconciliation. That's someone coming forward with communication, because we're seeing the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, which is difficult about maybe a situation here with the vinegar that didn't go so well. But look, the stork brings a delivery of news. There we see the star kind of navigating. That's that star card. That's our hope, our wish, and we've been in sort of stormy emotions, not knowing how to navigate. Okay, we've been in this energy. And I feel like it's been a burden. It's been very heavy on us. And maybe we've removed ourselves completely here in order to have a break. But we have one small change. And I feel like the one small change is Spirit asking you to be open. Accept the flow. You might not get that clear direction that you're really needing. But the direction that you're needing, you're flowing towards. And trust in the universe that that's where you're headed. And you might be, I don't know, resisting in some way because maybe you're not seeing it. So you're wanting to see it. Let's see, Spirit. Can we just wrap up with final message here for pile 3? That's going to help them. I do feel that in that. Okay, so yeah, right by the vinegar. This is something that left you feeling heartbroken. I feel like you've gone through something with someone's left you confused, left you heartbroken, left you feeling like, ugh. And I feel like you're wanting to, I feel like you're wanting something, but I feel like the opportunity is coming to you. And Page's communication, like you're having an opportunity here. And look, King of Wands. I think someone's coming towards you guys. Somebody who might feel a little bit anxious here with the 9 of Swords, because maybe somebody's left you feeling really shitty. Okay, but I do feel like there is an energy coming towards you, wanting to maybe plan for the future here. And I feel like there might be a lot of anxiety around this, and even you, because if you got left feeling like this, you might not trust where this is headed. And I can't tell you to trust this person because I'm not sure exactly what's happened here, but the message is clear from the universe. I feel there's a need to accept and change a mindset here and allow things to flow. And although you might feel like you've carried a strong burden, there's a need to be patient, and that your spirit guides are protecting you and protecting your future. And look at the star here also in the third eye. It's like you know that you're getting your wish. You know intuitively where your desire is here. So if you know where your desire is, that's what your miracle is that's coming in for you guys. Pile number 3. And it might be the very thing that you desire that you might be kind of hesitant on, because maybe this has been a pretty shitty experience. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So Spirit is saying that maybe this person, you know, is feeling the pain of whatever it is that they've caused you, and they're wanting to come forward with a peace offering, with communication, with an apology, with a reconciliation of sorts. And I mean, it's up to you whether you want this, but I feel like the miracle blessing here is that you can have a whole new beginning in all areas with all those aces. And I do feel like this is something that you hope for, and it has a potential of a 10 of Cups, which I feel you know. So this is your reading, pile number 3. It's quite powerful. If this resonated for you, let me know. I'd be curious to see, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.